Today I'm going to talk to you about how to play softly on the flute, as well as middle register C sharp, and how to stay motivated. First of all, playing softly actually takes a lot of support and a lot of air. You may think that playing softly you might not need as much air, you might not need as much support, but I think the opposite is true. You actually need a ton of this bubbly support. Your stomach is engaged while you're playing these high notes. I'm going to give you an exercise to practice to help you with playing high notes softly, and also how to taper. One of the magical things the flute can do is this gentle, tiny taper that turns into this whisper. It's really fun. So I know I showed harmonics a while ago, but I want to give you another exercise. You're going to start on a low C sharp, and we're going to overblow the C sharp 4 times. So it sounds like this. So that highest note I got to is actually a high C sharp. So on this 4th harmonic, I want you to hold that note, add vibrato, and see if you can taper. See how quietly you can play that. Until it turns into this tiny whisper. But again, you want to stay engaged. Next is a low D. I'm going to get up close and personal for this so you can see what my lips are doing. Way up the chromatic scale. So next I'll go to a low E flat. Okay, so let's take a song. Let's use the Foray Pavane. And there is a section in this where it goes up the octave. It sounds like this. Right, that last note is hard to taper and really make beautiful at the end. First of all, because that phrase takes a lot of air, but also you have to squeeze and use all of your force, all of your lip power to squeeze, and it's like a faucet. You're turning it off slowly until it's that small, still strong though, stream of air coming out. Try it again. So practice those harmonics, practice tapering, and see where you can add that in your music. Now I want to talk about C sharp in the middle register. C sharp is always sharp, all right? If you just strictly blow across the embouchure hole here, fingering a C sharp, you will be sharp. You actually physically really need to change how you blow into the flute when you're playing this note. Sharp. All right, so you actually have to blow down into the hole more and drop your jaw and try to get, I think of tone now as a circle, right? And you need to fill up that bottom portion of the circle. I'm really dropping my jaw, aiming my air down into the flute more. Every time you play that C sharp, you need to be conscious and aware, and you actually really, out of all the notes, need to change your mouth position. Oh yeah, the cute dog just walked by. He's so cute. So if I go back to the Pavane by Foray, there's a lot of opportunities in this song to work on that C sharp. specific place that your lips, that the air hits inside the flute, and you just get better and better at quickly finding that spot, the sweet spot for every note. Next, I want to talk about motivation. How do you stay motivated? So practicing or learning an instrument is tough, and it takes a long time, which can be frustrating. If you're feeling a lack of motivation, what do you guys do? What do you do to get inspired? I had a very sweet flute player from Prague contact me today saying she felt unmotivated. She had a performance yesterday, didn't go as well as she wanted. But again, I've said this before, every performance is a learning opportunity. And I think it's awesome that she reached out to me and asked me what she could do. So that is definitely one way to work through your maybe resistance to practicing or continuing with the instrument, is to reach out to someone, ask them how they keep going. Talk to your teacher about it, see what they do to keep motivated. I will say though, the longer that you stick with an instrument and you continue that practice, it teaches you lessons in many areas of your life. I feel like I've developed this strong consistency. I know what it takes to just every day do a little bit of practice now. For example, even making this video every Friday is not necessarily easy all the time, but I've developed this strong practice, the strong practice of I do what I say. Because I've had so many years of playing the flute, I know what it takes, and I know it's not always fun, or you don't always feel like doing it, but just the act of doing it is important. It can go, that relates to self-practice of meditating, of taking care of yourself. It's not always fun, but you just continue to do it, and that gives you a strength in your life. Please leave comments below. Let me know what you would like me to talk about as I continue my Flutie Friday every week. I was thinking I could teach you the beginning of Crystallize or a little bit of Driven. So let me know if that's something you'd want. And please follow me on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm posting a couple times a day. I also have Snapchat, which I have fun with there too. And I wish you all the best on your flute journey or musical journey, and be well.